my spot, I ordered myself a coffee, and of course, I put some sugar and creamer. And I read The Interrupted Journey and also did a cute little word search. And I actually forgot a pen, and I asked the neighbor right next to me if I could use his pen, and then he just whipped it out of his jacket very swiftly, and I was like, thank you so much for letting me use your pen because I forgot my pen at home. But I also had a Biscoff, Lotus Biscoff. They were passing that out at the Plains, and I enjoyed my cup of coffee because the day prior I couldn't go to sleep because I was so excited to travel for my first time out of Alaska, and I enjoyed myself in the plane. And actually, I was having a lot of mixed emotions. I cried because I had to leave my kids, but I was very excited going out of Alaska for the first time. And they also passed these out, mini braids, simply stellar pretzels. So enjoyed that as well. And I actually didn't record arriving to Seattle because I didn't want to miss my other flight going to Seattle from San Diego. So I wasn't going to mess around and whip up my phone because I only had so much time to find the destination and the terminal to go to Seattle, to San Diego. But I found it, thank God, and here we are going to San Diego from Seattle, and it is actually very comforting. I really was very excited going on the plane. I enjoy plane rides. I never been out of Alaska before, but I did go on planes before from, the village to the town city here in Alaska. But I couldn't believe it. I was out of Alaska, and this is Seattle's plane takeoff, and all of the planes takeoff, all the plane takeoffs that I had were smooth as butter. There was no problems, no turbulence. It was perfect, just like my vacation. It went smoothly, and I loved every bit of it. And I didn't actually see a difference between Seattle and Alaska, to be honest. Especially, the outside. I didn't see a difference because I didn't actually get to see the whole Seattle, personally, because I just arrived there and then went straight to my terminal and then went on the plane and then took off. But it was very, very, very exciting nonetheless. And I enjoyed myself on this flight to Seattle, to San Diego, because I was on the window side. I was very grateful for that. I was on the window side, and I was able to see the takeoff, and I was able to see everything on the plane, and I enjoyed myself. I looked outside the whole entire plane ride. It was just so gorgeous, and I loved seeing the blue skies because I missed the blue skies in Alaska. There was not that much blue sky this summer. It was really cloudy, so I was very relieved to see the beautiful blue skies, and I saw the fluffy clouds up in the sky. Up in the sky. And I just enjoyed myself. And I also read the book as well, From Seattle to San Diego. And I think I took a little nap, but my eyes were actually strained because I was looking out so much, and thank God I brought my sunglasses because I definitely needed those in San Diego. But yes, my eyes were strained, so I had to have some medicine for that because it was so bright up in the sky. And then down after, the closer we got to San Diego, the clouds disappeared, and I was able to see the terrain. Down on the bottom there was lots of fields. It looked so interesting and so different. And the closer I got to California, I saw pools on pools on pools on pools. So it was very interesting to to see the scenery. Anyways, I'm here. I land here to San Diego, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I felt like I was going down a rabbit hole, you guys. I felt like I was going down the rabbit hole. I saw palm trees. I saw different kind of plants right off the bat, right as I get off the plane. I'm like, whoa, I feel like I'm going into a rabbit hole. What is this? I'm out of Alaska for the first time. Wow, I couldn't believe my eyes. And I didn't notice before, but it said, welcome to San Diego. On the bottom there on the ground. Welcome to San Diego. And my cousin picks me up, and I see the traffic that she was talking about. And I was so excited to be there. And right when we got to our house, we catched up, and then we stayed up all night and talked and catched up. And right the next day, we went to go get some Starbucks coffee. I treated up my cousin to Starbucks coffee, and we went to Coronado, and we just enjoyed the morning because we woke up fresh in the morning, and we just walked downtown Coronado. She lives in Coronado, the island Coronado, right across San Diego. But I was still in awe. I took a lot of pictures of palm trees, and my cousin was just messing around with me. She was like, girl, you're gonna have a lot of palm tree pictures in your photo roll. But yes, this is the strip malls, or what you call them, little cute areas. But this is my cousin's neighborhood. As you can see, it was blue skies the whole times I was there. Blue skies for the next 5 days. I stayed at California for 5 days and 4 nights. Then the next day, or actually the same day, we went to the beach. She lives close by to the beach, so we went there, and this was my first time seeing a salty beach. Like, the sand was white, and it is my first time seeing an ocean. The ocean, wow. I was just soaking everything in, enjoying myself. I was so happy at the moment, and I soaked everything in. Right after I recorded this, I told myself I'm putting my phone down and swimming in the ocean now. So right after this, as I felt the ocean on my feet, I went to go bring back the camera, and I swam with the waves. And I actually tasted salt water for the very first time in my life. It was so awesome. I couldn't believe it, but I was there soaking everything in. The next day, we went to go swim at a resort, as you can see here. This is the Low Resort, and we enjoyed ourselves here, and we swam here. We went to the hot jacuzzi. And I was still in love with the palm trees because I never have seen palm trees in my life. But this is how it looks. You can get like snacks and drinks over there on the left, and then this is me dipping in the pool. I already dipped in the pool, but I wanted you guys to see. I actually was so impressed. I thought it was gonna be jam-packed, but it was just perfect. It was just like the resort to ourselves. And then that same day we went to go walking, and this was my cousin's first time taking this route, so it is our first time together walking in this area. I was very interested in the terrain and the surroundings because it's so different. We actually walked all the way down there, but I forgot to whip up my phone. I actually forgot to whip out my phone because I was just in the moment enjoying everything. So we actually saw a black beetle that I never saw before on the ground. My cousin was like, look. I'm like, where? And then I screamed, and I was like, oh, that's not that bad. It was just a black fat beetle. I was actually anticipating to see a snake because my husband said there was snakes in California, but thankfully, luckily, we never saw a snake walking this route. We went like in a huge circle. and we were watching the sunset as well, walking. So the next day it was time to go to her personal pool. So we went to the beach, then to a resort, and then we walked to her personal pool. This is actually my first time going to a personal pool like this, and also swimming at an outdoor pool. And you can see the beach here. She lives right close to the beach. And I had a really great time walking. I was so happy I saw her neighborhood. But over here is her personal pool, as you can see me pointing over there. We just got some drinks and we went over to go enjoy ourselves in the beautiful crystal pool water. Palm trees. I was so in awe and so in love with the palm trees, as you can see. I couldn't get enough of it. But here we are. Cheers. Cheers to the pool. And this is us in the clear blue crystal pool. Oh, the weather was lovely. I was so glad it wasn't cloudy or anything like that. I really needed vitamin D. I really needed the sunshine. But this is us in the pool. It was like our own personal pool. No one was around and I loved it. It was like our own personal pool. And my cousin brought her floaties and we had fun with those as well. And actually you can see me wearing a shirt. I borrowed her shirt because 2 days of the sun, the scorching sun, I couldn't handle it. I'm not used to the sun in California, so I almost got like a sunburn, so I had to borrow her shirt for safety precautions and safety measures. Even I used sunscreen, I still got a sunburn. I didn't want the sunburn to get worse, and that's why I had to borrow a shirt from my cousin. The shirt is a cute stitch that says Ohana. Ohana, Ohana, Ohana. Cute little shirt that says Ohana. Lilo, 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 and stitch, 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 shirt, stitch, shirt. Splashing, splashing, splashing in the pool. Just having a grand old time. And we had my cousin's favorite energy drink, which was Juneberry. And here I am, taking up the sun rays. It felt so nice, and I wanted it to be sun-kissed. So I went tanning. And then the day before I left, we went to go see the bay and the scenery for the bridge to Coronado from San Diego. This is the bridge I drove on to get to Coronado. And it was nice to see the surrounding area at the bay and to see the bridge that I drove on to get to Coronado, California. And I would actually swim here, but we were all dressed up to get ready to go out and eat for dinner. We went to the Korean barbecue that me and my cousin chose to eat at for dinner, but this was right before we went to go eat out, and I was being such a photographer. I took beautiful pictures while I was there of me and my cousin by flowers, because I never saw those flowers before. There was like hot pink flowers and like white beautiful flowers, and I took some pictures of my cousin with the white flowers, and because she was using a orange and white dress and I was using a pink and like a turquoise dress, and we took really good pictures here in this area. And I forgot the name of the beach, but here is the water and the sand. The box, the perfect temperature. I actually never recorded inside, but we got all the sides and we got 3 types of meat: the thin brisket, the bulgogi, and pork belly. We had so much fun and a lot of giggles, making some memories to remember. But yes, we got all the sides. I'm so glad that we got to have all the sides. And then the next day I was about to leave. My cousin was so glad that I chose a flight later. I was surprised with Jack in the Box. I actually never tried Jack in the Box before, but my cousin was nice enough to surprise me with some Jack in the Box that I never tried before. Because there is no Jack in the Box here in Alaska, she got me a meal. I was so grateful and thankful that she did that. And I do a little mukbang for you guys. And when I tried the hamburger was the hamburger bun. It was nice and sweet. It reminded me of a Hawaiian bun. Have you guys ever had Hawaiian buns? Well, the bun tasted similar to that, and the fries were nice and soft. The fries were different from McDonald's fries. They were nice and soft and kind of sweet. But I liked to try that for the very first time. So, try Jack in the Box for the first time in my life, which was very different. And I thank my cousin for thinking of me. I actually went to the pool the whole day with her daughter while she went out to go get errands done. And she surprised us when she went to come pick us up. Or actually, when she went to go drop us food off, she surprised us with a meal, which I'm very grateful that she did. And we were enjoying ourselves. But yeah, we stayed out the whole day that day before I was going to leave. My flight was at 8:50, but we enjoyed each other's company from breakfast to lunch to the evening, the early evening, but I had to go the late evening. But yes, my little mukbang for you guys. And here I was saying bye to Jack in the Box because I wanted to soak everything in and I had to go trash the remains. And I was thinking bye Jack in the Box. Until next time. It was good tasting you, Jack in the Box. So that was delicious. And it was my time to leave. My cousin dropped me off to the San Diego airport, and here I am saying bye to everything. The beautiful clear skies, the hot weather, the palm trees, the different scenery. Bye San Diego, you treated me well. You treated me well. And here is the inside of the airport, and there is my terminal, as you can see. And I actually went to the right here, and I got myself a Red Bull. And I like what this says here: good feelings non-stop. You said that right. Good feelings non-stop. And while I was waiting for my flight, I enjoyed a Red Bull. And I am so glad to say that I was able to travel in the day and in the night. And here it is. I'm traveling during the night. It was so interesting that it gets really dark in California because here in Alaska it stays very bright. And I got to see the scenery of all the lights lights on lights on lights on lights on lights. It looked so bright and there was lots of lights, and it took us so long to get out of California because California is so big, and just a lot of lights that I enjoyed looking at. But thank you to my cousin, thank you to California. It was a beautiful vacation. It went so smooth. I loved every second and every day. Moments to